So hard.
I know.
It's one of the toughest emotional things I've ever gone through.
I know. I love you, honey.
Love you too. Yeah, it was really hard to let him go, really hard. But, you know, I can't keep every amazing dog I work with. I wish I could. Like, that's the hardest thing about fostering a dog. You fall in love with them. And, you know, it's so hard to let them go.
It is.
But, you know, we got to look at the greater good. I want to do a whole bunch of series like this. I want to keep doing them. And let's get out of their driveway. We have an announcement. We have something really exciting to tell you guys.
Yes, I'm sure you have no idea what it's about.
Yeah. We have made our decision as to who we're going to adopt George out to. So we have decided to go with Alex. It wasn't an easy decision at all. We were really lucky to have a lot of qualified people who would most definitely be an amazing home to George.
I feel like Alex is in the perfect spot in life because she's got her degree, she's done with school.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't have that time constraint of school anymore, which was my biggest concern with a younger applicant.
And she has a great support system in place where her family is really involved. You were 19 when you got Indy.
Yeah, I was.
I
It was the best decision of my life. Although a lot of people thought I was too young, and I can completely see why. So I'm just hoping that George is at the beginning of as special of a relationship as Indy and I have, and I think he might be. Have a good feeling.
And we're gonna drive him out to Illinois. Are you ready for your new life? I'm trying to stay all excited. I am just heartbroken inside. I'm gonna miss him so much, but I keep finding some peace in the fact that I know he's going to an amazing family. He's gonna be surrounded by so many people that are gonna be obsessed with him. And for that, I'm so excited and gratified for.
Yep.
We are taking George to his new life in Illinois. Also, this would be a really great chance to see how he does on road trips. So we've had him in the car for like 20 minutes at a time as we trained around town to kind of test him and see how he's done. But traveling 13 hours, plus we're gonna stay in a hotel tonight.
Here we are in Illinois. Zach's got his shorts and his winter coat on.
New York peppermint patties. Love these.
Chowing down on a peppermint patty,
Love
his favorite road snack. Hey buddy, you're in your home state.
Yep.
I don't think it's quite registered. We keep worrying that George is not in the back of the car because he's like that quiet. Oh my gosh. He just did the biggest stretch while peeing, like. Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
Good man.
Good boy, George. Feels good to be out of the car, huh? The amount that this dog loves a soft bed is so precious. He really loves it. We just had the first noise of the drive.
Yeah, you started barking. I wonder why.
He sees something or hears something. Is there something around the car? Oh, there's another dog, a puppy. There's a puppy over there.
Good man.
Thank you for being quiet. That's quiet. He's learned quiet, though. We asked him to be quiet, and he was pretty good. I was trying to catch the barking because he's been so good. It's like the one noise he made on the whole drive. But at least there's a reason.
Your turn to drive.
Yep.
Doing a great job.
Thank you.
We're about to reach our stop for the night, and George, he's back there in the crate, keeping him safe. He's been so quiet. I mean, really quiet.
Yep, he barked that one time at the gas station
Yeah.
at a dog, like for a reason that was immediately identifiable. And then he got quiet right away. It was like, okay.
Yeah, he's not anxious at all. So, we'll see how he does at the hotel tonight. Our last night with him. We're paying a hefty pet fee at this place, so I kind of feel like we should get our money's worth.
He's gonna sleep in the bed with me.
Oh, I don't know, Bree.
You ready to go to a hotel? Whoa, big stretch. Yeah, good boy.
Once we checked in, we loved on him knowing this was going to be our last night with him, and we did our best to explain how amazing his new life was going to be.
Well, I got Zach this orange for breakfast. Seems like George found it. George, I had that up on the table. Hey. Oh my gosh. George, can you let go? Yes. Thank you, buddy. That was so good. You're a good boy. I'm sorry, this isn't for you. It's not actually a ball, I know. It does look like one.
Been under here for like 2 minutes.
Do you need assistance, buddy?
Let him figure it out.
Now he's never looked more earthwormy.
I mean, I've been telling. Oh,
Yay, George!
Good man. He's very clean, guys.
He is. We just gave him a bath.
Like literally. And I'm just trying to bond with him as much as I can. For my last minute interaction with him, it's killing me, but
We love him.
oh gosh.
Excuse you. That's the wheel of my. No.
Hey, leave it alone. You can't do that, buddy. You can't just chew whatever you want. That's a good real life leave it.
I feel like he just doesn't know what's a dog toy and what's not. So he just needs a little bit of guidance.
Leave it.
George.
There you go.
It's not a dog toy.
Ask him to leave it alone. Yeah, his real life leave it's amazing.
Good boy.
Today is the day that we turn George over, but we still have a few hours of driving and I still have a few hours left with him, and there's a nice park nearby, so I'm hoping to spend some last minute time with him, get him a little tired so he's not totally amped up when he meets Alex for the first time. This is also a great opportunity to do some stay training in a new place at our hotel door here. I've been continuing to use solid gold as my currency with him most of the time. I can feel good about giving him solid gold. It is one of the best premium dog foods that you can buy. I'm able to get a nice look at me, a stay, okay, a release. And plus, when he breaks new ground, you don't have to feel guilty about giving him a whole handful of kibble, you know, as an extra big reward, because he's got to get his meal in anyway. Solid Gold is second to none. It's a great food. Our viewers are going to get 30% off select Solid Gold products by going to my special link in the description, solidgoldpet.com/Zach. Admittedly, I definitely need to button up his stay at Doorways here, so that's why I want to do it. I mean, this is a brand new doorway, and especially during that first year of training, we don't want to assume our dog is going to generalize stay at every door they encounter. That's something we want to teach contextually over time. Look at me, stay. It's very good, sir. Yes. Look at me, yes. Nope, that's why we have him on leash. I didn't say okay, come on. So he needs work there, come here. Don't assume. Just gonna let the door close. We'll limit access to the environment for a minute. Stay. Stay at Doorways like this is the kind of thing that if you take 30 seconds here, 2 minutes there, this is something they really generalize, and dogs running out of doors leads to a lot of problems. So it's really important to prioritize this. Good. You can see how he was kind of on autopilot because I'm walking through. He's like, oh, this is the part where we walk through. And for good measure, we'll throw something that he really likes on the ground. Look at me. Stay. Leave it. Stay. Good man. That was great. Okay, let's go. Good boy. Come on, George. Yeah, I'm really just hoping to give him some last minute fetch here. That fetch is looking good. George, come. But I am in a more congested park today, so I want to be extra cautious. You might notice I've let go of the lead here. So I'm really, in fact, I'm gonna go this way just so I can more easily get to that lead. I'm always conscious of where I need to grab it when I'm doing this. Good man. So I'll run behind it. Good boy, come on. You enjoying that? We're gonna polish up his training a little bit here. It's not all fun and games. Stay. Come. Nope, come. Good man. I was just throwing that drill at him. I said come, he started to run towards the ball. I reminded him, nope, I want you coming over here, not towards the ball. And he immediately shifted gears there. Okay, yes. And he is just an excellent off-leash, capable dog here. Come here. Here, look at me. Again, just to remind you, the toy's behind my back with him because he's so toy obsessed. I really want the emphasis to be on my eyes and that eye contact. And he's really learned, okay, I look you in the eyes, I stay close to you, I get the ball. So many people have behavior problems because they're not doing activities like this with their dogs. If we weren't playing regular fetch with him like this, he most likely would be going after those squirrels, running away, not listening. So that's why it's so important to give dogs like George an outlet to run and chase and bite things and work with a person. Let's practice sit and stay around these Canada geese. He's still very interested in them, but we've made great progress in this area. And I'm doing these like mini bits of screensaver training with him. Let him take in the birds, let him see them, and then hopefully be able to call his attention off of the birds. George, come. Good man. Looks like he's fine. I don't even think I need to give him a treat there. Do you want a treat? I'll give you a treat if you want. But his environment, you know, being able to explore and sniff around on the walk is something he really enjoys. So we continue to do that. How does he do on the bridge? I'm really like dragging my feet here for the last leg of our trip because I'm really enjoying this extra time with him on this beautiful day. And of course, our last park trip with George wouldn't be complete if he didn't find some kind of random ball-like object to obsess over. Hopefully he'll remember how to resist something like this. George found this thing he thinks is a ball. It's actually part of an egg, it looks like. He's kind of pulling towards it right now. I want to see if I can call him off of that. George, come. Yes, a little bit of a delayed response, but I'll take it. And we're gonna keep the walk moving. Squirrel over here, oh my gosh, it's all happening. Squirrels have been definitely a challenging thing with him. So George, come. Yes, good, love that. Big handful of solid gold right there. Nice job. That's one of the most important skills a dog can have, being able to call them off as something they want to pursue. We have another dog over here, so I'm gonna pull off. I think the policy should remain for some time with him that he not go up to dogs on leash, no playing on leash, just because when he gets excited, he's a lot of dog to handle. Notice how we have his back to, oh, he's just noticed. Here, yes, very good. Stay. George, no sir. Sit. Yes. So he was doing really well in his stay, and eventually he got a little curious. He broke his stay to pursue the dog. Now, I was able, again, to call him away from the dog and put him back into a sit stay. Really good loose leash walking right now. And that's one of the goals with him. I mean, I think people expect a dog to go from pulling to not pulling in their training. And that's why we see such harsh methods in the dog training industry used. With that, it was time to get on with the final leg of our journey and get to know George's brand new family.
We love you, George. Guess what? You're almost about to meet your new mom. You excited?
Come on, good man. Here we go. We arrived, and I thought it would be best to introduce George to his new family outside in their backyard at first, so he could really have time to take everything in. I think I have one way to get George immediately focused on Alex. Let's give her that ball and see what happens. Yep, that's pretty much what I thought. I'm so excited to introduce all of you to George's brand new life. Let's meet Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm gonna be George's new mom. I saw George online and I could not believe how cute he is. He was exactly what I was looking for. I'm so obsessed with pit bulls. Well, dogs in general, but I'm obsessed with pits and just the love that they have. I used to have a pit named Maverick. He changed my life. I fell in love with him. We had to put him down in November because of cancer. I know that no dog will replace Maverick, but George is completely different and I'm just so excited for him to be in my life. I saw Inertia series and I really wanted a puppy, but I just decided that I wanted to rescue, and I saw George and he was perfect, so maybe an older dog might be easier for sure. There's so many people that can't wait to meet him and give him all the love, all the snuggles in the world. I just hope George loves me as much as I already love him.
All right, I really want to get these two playing together because play is definitely George's love language. Yeah, that's George. There he is. He's coming out. Hey, do you want to do training? One of the reasons we chose Alex is because her family is so tight-knit and they're all so excited to be a part of George's life. And when we met them in person, they turned out to be even better than we expected. Every single member of the family was so eager to interact and get to know George. Stay, ready? Here, sit, good. Come. So we've been obviously working on sit, stay, and come. Huge. Oh, I'll take this, that's fine. Like, who are you? I think I'm gonna like you. During my last minutes with George, I wanted to do everything I could to make sure his new family knew how to communicate with him in the way that George had learned to communicate with me. This was a huge wild card though, because dogs very often don't generalize communication from person to person very well until they've done it over a long-ish period of time. And I taught George with this in mind, but now it was time to find out if my training with George would actually translate to his new family.
Oh, right, good boy, good boy. That struggle was so real. Other way, yeah. Oh.
Yeah!
To take a skill like roll over from another person, that's impressive because that usually takes them a minute. Looks like Alex and George are connecting pretty well. They brought the whole family over and George has just loved every single person so far, so that's really exciting to see. What an event. I couldn't help but think back to when we first met George in the shelter. We worked with him and he absolutely rose to the challenge and accomplished so much, much more than we ever could have expected. We couldn't help but love him like he was one of our own. And now to see him begin this amazing new life is bittersweet. So hard.
I know.
It's one of the toughest emotional things I've ever gone through.
I love you, honey.
Love you too. Yeah, it was really hard to let him go, really hard. But, you know, I can't keep every amazing dog I work with. I wish I could. Like, that's the hardest thing about fostering a dog. You fall in love with them. And, you know, it's so hard to let them go.
It is.
But, you know, we gotta look at the greater good. I wanna do a whole bunch of series like this. I want to keep doing them. And No, I feel good though. I feel so good about the home we got for him. I feel really good. I don't want it to come off like, oh, I should have kept him or, you know.
No, of course not. We could not have done better.
Yeah.
I'm like
He's
so
just-
excited for him.
I
He's
just
such
love
a good
him.
boy. We just love him so much.
Let's get out of their driveway. So it's been a minute since we dropped George off. As you can tell, we are in Chicago right now. We decided to make a mini vacation out of it while we were here.
It's very nice. We went on a boat tour yesterday on this river and it was so cool. The architecture here is really awesome.
The food's been great here.
Amazing. Oh yeah, we ate our feelings after we dropped off George. I ate 3 scoops of ice cream. We've had like a bunch of Italian food. It worked. It helped.
It's amazing how good food can make you feel a little bit better. It's true. I guess we just wanted to make sure everything was okay with George as well, just to make sure there weren't any unexpected things that happened or, you know, or if he proved to be too much. But it seems like they're hitting it off extremely well, which I'm so happy about. I had a hunch they would.
We got this update from Alex.
Yeah, so that's George. He looks happy.
It made me feel so good.
She looks happy as well.
I know. I love it.
Yeah, so I know they're gonna have a great life. We don't even know at this point in our shoot, hopefully by the time this goes up, we will have a plan, but we don't know which dog we're working with next. But we're gonna continue this series, this format for a minute to see how it does. I mean, we're gonna see how it goes.
Yep, that's true. And if you guys follow us on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook and you're watching this video, you probably already know which dog we're featuring. So congratulations, you know more than we know.
Yeah, Instagram gets all the spoilers. True, yep. Okay, see you guys later.
Bye, we love you, George. Good job.
Well, Moira was my workout for George, I think.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
what is George the workout for?
Oh no.